I'm gonna do it though in due time.
That's the hustle, bro.
But yeah, Killer Bee destroys Jiraiya.
Yep.
It's just
Amen.
pretty clear.
Yeah, and yeah, Killer Bee's durability is crazy too. He wants his partial, he could tail Beast bomb and shit.
The dude is literally moving on par with KCM Naruto. Jiraiya does not have any speed feats near that level. It's pretty cut and dry.
Absolutely.
Yes, Killer Bee's Biju Bomb was relative to KCM. Naruto's Biju Bomb as far as size, which probably implies AP as well when they're fighting the 16 Cherokee. Obito was controlling, so he's not as strong as KCM, I'd say, or definitely not as fast, but he's the second best in Cherokee.
He's like
in the shit of the world. So,
I'll say,
did you have a question or anything?
I'm thinking that right now.
All right,
but you got a next topic. Yeah.
Another thing too, Jay, you know, it's kind of further elaborated with Jiraiya, where he's always saying, like, you know, stressing out the fact like, oh, don't let Naruto go to Four Tails or go anymore and blah blah. Like, it's just, you know, to seal him immediately, you know, like things like that. Like, if he was powerful enough to you know, deal with it without, you know, like some Hashirama type shit, you know, he would do it.
Bro, if B goes version 2, like it's literally like over. Like Jiraiya's like shitting himself. Like, don't let Naruto transform. Like, nah, nigga, he's not doing anything to a perfect Jinchuriki. It's just
Killer Bee's crazy, man. Like, even during like the third war with him and the Raikage, it's just like, you know, reacting to Minato's attack on the Raikage at the time with his partial transformation as well.
Yeah, you would really have to highball fucking Jiraiya, like, to even think that he could react like Kasame. Like, even Kasame, the one that has crazy chakra reserves, was only able to react. You know what I mean? Like, he couldn't really do anything. He just like reacts briefly and then gets sent flying. You know, and uses hacks basically to survive and shit.
He got his fucking chest ripped open.
Yeah,
like the niggas reels was showing. Like, that's literally what Killer Bee would do to Jiraiya, but Jiraiya can't regenerate, so he just died.
Yeah, even if he catches him in the stomach, you know, he could just tail Beast Bomb out of there probably. Only win con I can really see is the Frog song, you know, if he's able to catch him in that Genjutsu, but that takes time and, you know, being able to be
start safe in Sage mode,
Yeah, exactly, man. So you gotta really.
Like, nothing's gonna work. Like Dark Swamp, he'll just overpower it. In the Toad, like, even if like you give him Jutsu activation, like, let's say that's enough to match the speed, you know, like, if he goes inside that frog, he'll just get out like what Itachi did with Amaterasu, you know, like exactly, he can basically deal with so many things he does. Like, the only thing that is like that I can remotely think of is, like you said, either Frog Song, if it even gets to that point, okay, or two, like if he does like that barrier dimension thing that's kind of similar to Kamui in a way, at least from how the data books describe it, where, like, you know, you go inside the frog and it's what he did it, like that one path of pain. If he can like get that on Killer Bee and then just leave, that's kind of a ratty way to win a fight. You know, leaving someone in like a dimension or something, or I don't know. Unless you guys think like if he just can just shore that area, it would kill the frog or something.
I would say just use a tail Beast Bomb and probably get
out of the frog and kill it.
You know, I mean, sorry, frog.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. There's an argument people would use when Kisame admitted inferiority to Jiraiya, but I would say the only reason he continued on is because Itachi deceptively reinforced that notion to avoid fighting Jiraiya in the first place.
Absolutely, man.
Itachi said verbatim, Jay, that, oh, even if like me and you fought him and we were to get even backup, that still wouldn't be enough. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
He's really being deceptive on purpose.
Freaking one shot, one did for Orochimaru. You know,
and they didn't even know about Jiraiya's Sage mode. Like, so it's like, you would, to take that shit literal, you would have to think Jiraiya can beat both Kisame and Itachi at the same time.
In base, that's
that
just
is,
wild.
you have to be on drugs, bro. Like, that's not happening.
No, he would have. Itachi alone would have been more than enough.
Exactly.
Oh, Itachi alone.
It's further shown with the Amaterasu too. You know what I mean? Like, if they were that more weaker, like the moment he did his jutsu, they should have just lost. You know what I mean? And they didn't lose. So,
I mean, Orochimaru's relative to Jiraiya, and he folded him in like 14. So yeah, it'd certainly be easy for him to fold Jiraiya.
It'd be the same result.
It's
further stated as Sonning or like in similar levels. You know what I mean? Like in line of
scale. He literally one shot Orochimaru twice. Like,
it's stated verbatim in the manga and anime. It's said in the data books. Like the Sonning are on the same level and shit. So
he was established relativity for sure. So
he was on his deathbed and like blind and he just like one
And
shot
Jiraiya is
Orochimaru.
dumber than Orochimaru, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Like, come on now.
Sure.
Like, Orochimaru is way,
No,
he's that
dude,
Sasuke
Orochimaru-
intelligence, you know?
Yeah, no.
So, if Orochimaru, like, thinks he was strong enough to fucking fight Itachi, you know what I mean? And just looks deadass in his eyes, too. 'Cause that was the funniest thing. Like, at least Hiruzen and the other Hokage are smart enough, even the Raikage, to not look at the Uchiha's eyes. But Orochimaru's dumbass really thought, let me just look at his eyes, I'll be fine. I'm gonna beat this guy's ass, and just gets bullied, you know? So...
So Killer Bee, folks, for, in layman's terms, more than likely to feast Jiraiya. It's heavily empirically implied.
No doubt.